We're poaching Strava KOMs on a 15-pound super bike. Yeah, so the season has come to a close, sad times, and I still have quite a bit of fitness that I haven't lost just yet, but fatigue has fallen off a cliff. So I feel like I can still get a couple of really fast efforts in. We're gonna go out and smash some Strava KOMs, and we're gonna put together like the perfect race bike to make that possible. So this isn't just any Strava KOM. We're going for the coveted Shannon Road, which I realize to you guys probably doesn't mean a whole lot, but here in NorCal, it's one of the big ones. It's been attempted 48,000 times. So I have to be firing on all cylinders. So fitness is just part of the story. I have to also have the perfect equipment, and that's what we're doing today, is we're gonna put together the perfect bike for this segment, which means we're gonna be looking at wheels. And I just happen to have a whole bunch of wheels in my garage right now. And then also we're gonna be looking at tire choices. I also have a lot of tires to choose from. We're gonna be looking at the frame, and we're gonna be looking at the entire package that is tailor-made specifically for this interval. So let's check out our equipment. All right, so wheels might be the most important part of this equipment equation. And it comes down to a spectrum. You can start with something deep like this, which is gonna be fantastic on the flats. It's gonna be really fast, but there's just more material here. There's just more carbon. So there seems to always be a penalty in weight when you're going for these deeper wheels. On the other end of the spectrum, we have something like this, which is a little shallower, you'll notice, so it won't quite perform the same as the deeper wheel, but these are much lighter, and these are really gonna shine when the road tilts up. So for this segment, which is an uphill Strava KOM, I'm gonna be leaning towards something that is much lighter, is gonna really perform on the uphill. All right, so what good are wheels without tires on them? And you can undo all of the good wheel selection that you've made if you choose the wrong tires. So there's a lot to consider here, and again, we have a bunch of options. So when you're thinking about tires, you have to first look at the width of the tire and the volume of the tire. And if you go for something that is 30-32 on the wider end for road bikes, you're going to really perform on rough terrain. If it's really technical, you're going to have better grip. You can lower the PSI, and then you have to think about tubeless. We have tubeless options versus tubes. And for this segment, we want to go for something that is as light as possible, as narrow as possible, and can get us up that climb as quickly as possible. Wheels first. Let's talk about the wheels. Farsports. You guys probably haven't heard of Farsports, but you should have, because I'm excited to be riding these today up the Strava KOM. These are basically tailor-made for this segment. These are pretty shallow, still have an aero profile. These are the Ventus. They're 35 mil deep. Carbon spokes. These are bougie wheels here, guys. You can even get them with ceramic speed bearings if you want. But these are definitely made for going uphill fast, 1,290 grams. And with that said, let's talk about tires and tubes. You've seen these before, these tan walls. They must be familiar. You know, I love these. These are Specialized S-Works Turbo Cottons, and I have them in the 23 mil variety, which is particularly small, low volume and narrow. Extra light, good for going uphill. Not so great at low pressure, high volume, like cornering, but we don't care about that today, right? Again, this is like the ultimate Strava KOM segment. We're gonna wrap those tires on there, underneath which we have latex tubes, of course, because every watt matters. So where are we gonna put these wheels? We have bikes to choose from. So let me get the rest of these built up. We'll talk about the bike selection. Surprise, surprise, I put these wheels on the S-Works SL7. But let me explain my decision here, because to be honest, like the BH you see in the background here is a dedicated climbing bike. I could probably make that bike lighter, but that's not where the story ends, because this bike, you can see it has aero sections. So the beginning of the segment, we're gonna get up to speed, maybe 25, 28 miles an hour. This bike is incredibly stiff. The power transfer is gonna be perfect. So I think this is the fastest bike. And before you guys are like, yeah, Jeff, but it weighs almost 16 pounds. It has disc brakes. There are a lot of things we can do to make this bike even lighter. The disc brakes I mentioned, they're heavier without question than rim brakes. I don't need this front derailleur. I could get rid of the front derailleur. The computer mount, the bottle cages, I could cut the bars. We can go crazy with this, but I don't. That's not the purpose of this video. I want the fastest bike that is still a bike, if you know what I mean. I could go do 100 miles on this bike, just like it is, and feel comfortable and have a place to put my water bottles and have a place to look at my computer. But if you guys want like to see the ultimate, without question, remove the seat post and the saddle type of video, I'm happy to make that video. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Let me know in the comments. But this is the bike that we're gonna go shred some Strava KOMs on. Let's go take it out for a spin. Oh wait! But first, most importantly, free hub sound check. Approved, Ray? What do you think? Good? All right, let's do it. Okay.
A clap or anything? I don't know how editing works.
I don't know
I'm
either.
gonna clap just because I'm happy.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
But I wanted to talk to you as the Strava doctor, ex-World Tour pro, and owner of many Strava KOMs. Like, how do I approach this segment, and how do I get the best time?
Obviously, like every KOM is different. But the one you've got, it's uphill, which I like, but it's not too steep. So you want to make sure you're going into it fast. Like really your effort starts, 30 seconds, a minute before, just to ramp up, to get into it at speed.
Tell me about your thoughts on like getting in like the most aero position as possible down at the bottom. Cause I might reach like 25, 27 miles an hour in a few sections.
For sure. Over anything 20 miles an hour, for sure, aerodynamics is a factor. If you can get lower, if you can kind of squeeze your shoulders in, that'll totally help. And then pacing wise, I always say to divide a KOM into thirds. The first third, my thought is easy. And I'm telling myself to go, even though it's a 5-minute effort, I'm telling myself to go easy. The second third, I'm thinking steady. And then the last third is when I'm kind of giving it the gas.
How are you feeling? Think you got it?
I hope so. I'm not doing that again. Give me a second.
Take your time.
Oh God, I hope I got that. Did I look fast?
Very fast.
Okay, sweet. I felt fast. Let's go upload that data file. Okay, we're back in the garage. It's the moment of truth. Let's find out if I got it. They're good. Come on. Oh, we got it. All right, we got it. Okay, not by much, by 5 seconds. But hey, KOM's a KOM, and honestly, the power is not very good. It's not bad, but it's about, well, let's find out. It's about 20 watts off my maximum power for that interval. But like I said, I kind of weighted the effort. The first half of the segment, I went pretty easy, low power in a really aero position. The final 2 minutes, I went extra hard, and I averaged 555 watts for the final 2 minutes. So that's a solid effort. And I think that's what got me the segment, because it looks like I was actually behind up until that point. So I'm glad that I saved something in the legs for that. And we took her down. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you like this content, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.